I like to think of myself as a boss bitch, that boss girl bitch. Sorry guys, I am sick. But this is dedication because I'm still trying to film how I embody boss, what that looks like for me. I feel like I'm her. Do you think of your mommy as a boss? I feel like I embody her. A little story time as to when I began to embody this boss persona. Let's take it back to college. And once again, I'm so sorry if you hear my dog in the back. This is just something that she's gonna do. So I'll forever have a disclaimer, sorry about my dog. She's not going anywhere. I graduated from bachelor's. I ended up going back to school and getting my master's. Got my master's, and I was not the traditional master's student. Most people who do seek higher education, they take the form, in my opinion, they take the form of people who are already in their careers or who have families. I didn't have any of that. I just wasn't ready to get back into the real world, which is why I decided to get my master's. After I got my master's, I then dove full-time into my career, and I started to excel rather quickly. When I had contracts, I worked, and when I didn't, I was just there studying. Like, I have an obsessive personality, so I was just there like, oh, I gotta do this. What is this? I remember sitting in the lobby of my apartment, and people would know me as the woman who sat in the computer room. I remember putting where I'm at right now on my vision board, everything on my vision board, from the car to an apartment to the money that I wanted to make, and I got it. Just super upset. And at the time, finding a new job was hard for me. I remember going to different conferences and stuff and just putting myself out there, having like resumes, reading up on. So I sat there and I looked at maybe 100, no lie, 100 different resumes, and I'm like, okay, cool, until I found the format that I wanted. But there were so many different ideas that I wanted to take from other people's resume and put it on my own. I was so proud of my resume, and I went to this one major conference, and while I was there, I was just handing out my resume like, ooh, here, and it had a photo of me with a headshot. Like, I had about maybe 50 resumes on cardstock paper. It wasn't even resume paper because they didn't have any at the time. So I had it on cardstock paper, and I stapled my card with my headshot. And more so men, the field that I'm in is heavily influenced by men. They were the ones who took it, and they were just so happy to get my card with my head on it going like this. But I do remember that not being a thing in the industry previously. And I'm this young Black woman coming in, super quirky, and I was just excited. I got into it and I started getting more and more jobs, and I realized, okay, cool, this is how I look. I can't change how I look. I started getting more and more jobs, and I had to work hard just because people made it a habit to talk about me. I'm no stranger to people talking shit, okay? I was quickly catapulted into leadership, and I think it's primarily based off of my organizational skills, not because I'm a leader. Those were skills I had to develop as time progressed. Stuff that I learned in school, such as my speech and my tone, and I had to quickly learn how to carry myself in a way that I would be a boss bitch, a boss badass bitch. I had to get tough skin. People were there talking about me and making it known. I remember walking in an office, and the whole office didn't like me. The entire office didn't like me. I was dating one of the men inside of the office that everyone thought was so fine. He was my friend first, but a part of me just wanted to date them, just to say, date him, just to say, and he would stick up for me. Like, we would go have a lot of fun together. My nose feels raw, guys. I'm so sorry. I may have to get another tissue. Him and we dated for a bit, and it was fun. We didn't live in the same area, so when the contract ended, we parted ways. We're still like homies to this day. They made it a sport to talk about me, and I don't even operate like that. Like, my initial instinct is not, ooh, they think they're all that, or ooh, let me talk crap about this person. Who gives a damn? Cares? I don't. I'm not like that. Tough skin really quickly. I cannot be sensitive. People were gonna talk about me. And it made me think, damn, What does having tough skin look like? To me, it was not engaging in the BS. They wanted to hurt my feelings. People went out of their way so many times just to tell me, oh, I didn't know that you knew this. Or I didn't, just to hurt my feelings. I'm like, what is wrong with you guys? Someone told me that they didn't think I had experience. I said, oh, okay. And then they wanted to be my friend later. I'm like, girl, you're not my friend. And I think that they were taken aback that I came out and said, you're not my friend. It still stuck with me to this day. I said, I don't care about you. I don't like you. I was on another contract and the people went out of their way just to say stuff about me. One of my good girlfriends, she would always make it known to call me Trish the Beauty in front of them. And it was funny because they didn't like that either. I couldn't let them see that it bothered me or that it didn't bother me. After a while, I just didn't care. At first, it did hurt my feelings. People would go and say something as small as, oh, Trisha likes to wear button downs. We're in a freaking office. Should I wear jeans? But oftentimes people forget that certain types of people can do certain things while others can't. If that sticks with you, it sticks with you. If it doesn't, I'm gonna let that go over your head because it's not my place to try to explain. I couldn't get away with wearing jeans. I looked young. I was young. I didn't put on makeup or anything in the office. I came barefaced. I was wearing my natural hair, which is curly, in a fro, like a curly little cute fro. My intention was not to make others feel threatened, but my presence was. And my presence did. So what did I do? I stood tall. I stood straight up. And I walked with confidence. Work on my tone and my body language and how I was perceived, just to let people know that I wasn't easily swayed. Just to demand respect, demand attention every single time I walked in a room. And it didn't help the fact that I'm freaking almost 6 feet. So when I walked, oh, best believe you'd see. When I walked, you saw. When I spoke, you heard. And when I left, my presence was felt. And that's how I physically became a boss-ass bitch. I started feeling myself. And when I felt myself, oh, you guys, I got more responsibility. And I'm not complaining. I have a lot of responsibility. I have responsibility with trucking. I have responsibility at my job because I still work a full-time job as I'm doing trucking stuff. I had to take on a role of wearing many hats. Start off with work. Before leadership, which I was cool with, by the way, I actually like being under the radar. It was smooth sailing. I didn't have to worry about anything. I could leave. I wasn't responsible for anyone. Loved it. Could go home, could clock out. Oh, okay, last one. Gun, done, laptop closed. Being in leadership, I then had to start answering for other people. I had to develop strategies to make sure that people weren't left behind. I help out with different facets in the workspace. I help out with billing when billing is needed. I help out with just training. I do train. Whatever you name it, I'm here. I'm the one doing. I'm the one who has to do. Yeah. Having that core skill set really helped me with my business. Just because I don't take any shit. In my business, while I was talking to one of the employees, they were talking over me. I let them talk a little bit because I understood that it was frustration, right? I then steered the conversation back. I always steer the conversation back. I had to learn, my communication skills became so heavy. No, what we're gonna do is address the topic at hand. What is the topic? What is it? Okay, cool. What's the solution? I'm very solution driven. I want to know what are our options? How can we get there? So as they were talking about it and they were very frustrated, I remained calm. I cannot be easily swayed. Why? Because I'm a boss. Because I'm a boss. I'll let you wallow a bit, but we will not stay here. And then on top of that, I'm not here to hear bullshit. I guess I am because in my business, I'm also HR with my many hats. HR hat. More so men give me the BS answers than women. I respect women don't give me BS answers. Sometimes they'll like come up with stupid stuff. Some people will. Like some people every other day their child is sick or they have to go to the doctor or something really ridiculous, right? But men are worse. Far worse. And I'm not one to give explanations, especially during work. Like, my professional game is once again strong. So I'm not going to say, hey, unless it's legit an emergency, that's the only time that you'll hear. I take control. And that leads me officially to my third. Take control. It is my responsibility to make sure that the ship gets ran smoothly. So I take control. No, that's how I embody a boss. I believe that I'm a boss. I act like a boss. But it really started with my mind. I had to take on the identity of a boss. But before I could take on the identity of a boss, I had to envision what a boss was. And then I just started faking it until I made it. I am a boss. I'm a boss. I'm a boss. I hope you guys can become a boss too. Let's put boss. Boss babe. You guys don't have to be a boss. I'll be one. I'll take it. But definitely put boss on your 2026 vision board. Vision boards always work for me. I hope this helps you guys. Know your inner boss. Until next time.